Hi, Mike Kennedy with you. We're talking about making a spore print. What you can do is a stage in identifying mushrooms, and some people do it just for art. Sometimes this one's kind of messy, but sometimes it will, as the spores drop, it captures all the individual gills that are on the mushroom, and it can really make quite a design. But basically what I did, I took two mushroom caps, an old one and a younger one of the mushrooms I was talking about, the wine caps, and I put them on this paper plate. And I didn't cover them in this case, and the next day this is what I got. You can actually see some of the gills here of the smaller one. Now, I notice on camera it isn't showing it the exact same color, but this area is black, that's real black, that looks black is black, but these areas that are lighter definitely have kind of a purple tinge to them. And so you can take this, and that can be some ammunition for you to actually determine the species of the mushroom, because very often the mushrooms, let me see if I get the book right over there. No, I've got it back out in the car. That will be a point to identify it. And it could even say that if it's got this other color spore, it might be something else. Now you can actually take these spores and look at them under a microscope, and the size and the shape will help tell you what identifies it. It could be too that you want to just make spore prints for the purpose of art, or you may actually want spore prints to use to actually create more mushrooms, which is quite a bit harder than starting at the middle stage where we have some of the mycelium of the mushroom already growing. That's usually how you do it, or because it's like cloning the mushroom, and it's much quicker, but you can. Now, sometimes for that, you might want to put aluminum foil down instead of paper, because the aluminum foil, the spores don't really stick to it, and it just takes you could just put a little bit of water on there, and all the spores you could get off the sheet. Of course, they'd be wet then, but I suppose I don't know if anyone's actually planted like the whole piece of paper or something, but normally the spores have to find other spores that are compatible with it, and they can hybridize with other mushrooms too. So if you're doing that, you've got to kind of be careful, you know what you're doing, if you're in the vein of trying to produce edible mushrooms. But it's just an interesting thing to do to make a spore print. And like I say, stage of identification, primarily the color, but also if you get more advanced, you go with a microscope and you see the size and shape of the actual spores themselves. Bye.
Thank you.